Sup? Got a Finch. Fire. Finch, man. Yeah, I like these Finches. Which one's this? How about a Runtly XL? Tobacco Natural Canvas Micarta M390 Stonewashed. Come on. That's like top of the pile, man. M390 Micarta. Got the Runtly sticker. Runtly XL. That's pretty cool the way they did that. All right. Will. Wow. Look at this thing. Titanium, carbon, micarta, titanium pocket clip, and then M390. And it's got that little nail nick on it. It's got a back flipper. I like the subdued way they did the back flipper. Great action. It's kind of angled with this here. It's got good jimping on it. Stonewash on the bevel, and then satin hand finish on the flats. Yep. Yeah, can you see that stonewash? It's got stonewash here, and then that hand sanded finish on the flat. Very nice. Very cool. Well, let's get rid of the box and stuff. Ooh, I was kind of, I think I was, what do they call that? Oogling? I was oogling. I'm pretty sure I know how to say that, but now I can't think of it. Drop shut. Solid. I mean, it's beefy. It's a beefy knife. Very cool. All right, well, let's get in it. Not this is definitely a knife that doesn't feel like it needs me to get in it. There's no machining on this side, so I'm going to assume or guess that that's a locked pivot. Bunch of T6s. I think it's going to be these two, though. These two go into the titanium backspacer. Yeah, that's spinning in there. Got that one. So I'm going to have to get help with this one because it's not wanting to. It's not wanting to come loose. I need another T6. I should have one right here. And we'll put it in here. My girl was just away for the weekend with some girlfriends, wrestlers, teammates. And she just got home for the weekend. And I had to have a conversation with her because a girl that she knows, that we know, a wrestler, committed suicide this weekend. It's just horrible. It's just heartbreaking, man. And of course, you shouldn't wait to talk to your children about these things, until a tragedy strikes. And I will say that I've done a pretty good job of trying to stay ahead of these types of issues with my kids prior to, the issues. I'm going to have to, I want to flip flop that, so I'm going to grab that with a rag. I guess all I'm saying is that I try to do a good job of communicating with all my kids. I got one left at home. I've got 5 total. And so I've got 4 grown out on their own. And the one young'un still at home. But I've kind of gone out of my way to communicate with all my children about drugs and alcohol and depression and life's ups and downs, consequences for your actions, and yeah, it's just heartbreaking, man. So yeah, our whole community's kind of spun right now. Of course, the questions come. It's what I just spoke to my daughter about. After, in the aftermath of a decision like that, what's left is heartache and confusion. Even when people leave some kind of note behind or explanation, it still doesn't explain, to those closest, well, why didn't you just come talk to me? Why didn't, because surely if somebody knew that somebody was in the kind of pain or confusion that it takes to make a decision like that, people would drop everything they had and get involved. But of course, one of the things that comes after that is, why didn't they talk to me? Why didn't, if I'd have known, yeah, it's just, wow. Just mind blowing. I'm not really a public service announcement, but I will say this. It's not the answer to any problems, and maybe I'll scroll across the screen a link to a crisis help center or something, so if you're watching and you're feeling distraught and somehow it's ticking a box for you, I'll put that number down below. Look below, man. There's a crisis number. Good grief. Reach out to somebody, man. Yeah. Yeah, kind of crazy, man. Heartbreaking. Yep. Sombering, and so, yeah, am I somber doing this video right now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it is what it is, man. I know one of the things that I just talked with my daughter about is that, life's not a bowl of cherries, man. We all feel alone. We all feel distraught. We all suffer strife and anxiety, and we all deal with it at some form, some point. And the key is why is that? It's it's captured on the one end, but it's not captured in the scale in any way. It's just got this weird captured pin. I think I'm gonna put that side down. Because I'm going to put it in first, so I want it to sit flush. Yeah, that just bit me. That sharp little edge. That's not going in there correctly. So let me try a shorter screw. Okay. Interesting. Well, everything's wiped off. I don't think I wiped this off. So I'm going to get it real quick. Yeah. Nice titanium. Like, this is an upgraded Finch, man. This thing, titanium, M390, pretty cool. I like it. I've had my eye out for one of these for a long time and was just able to find, kind of land on one. Like most things, I get an interest in it and then I gotta search it out, right? Gotta find me one. So I can kind of throw this out up front. Yeah, this is not going to be available over at Timber's Edge. Now this is my personal collection stuff. Yep. Get in my Finch collection, which is growing. It's growing steadily. I'm not trying to make it grow, but like all these knife manufacturers just continue to drop new and new and new. Okay. Let's get this on. Nice. Yeah, even all the hardware, these collars, the pivot, everything's done really nice, machined very well. I almost detect a slight green on the collar there. If it's there, it'll show really well on the camera. My angle at the camera, I can't see that very well, but when I go looking at the video, it'll show it. Well, which one's longer? Because definitely one of these is longer than the other. Is it this one? I don't think so. Let's try the front one. Okay. Well, I did have to get help on that back one, and so I guess I'm going to need help to tighten it up as well. If I can find my T6, there it is. I got rid of it. There it is. Nice and tight. Yep. Okay. Oh my goodness. Center blade. Locked up solid. Runs like the wind. Okay. Get rid of all this. Here we go. We got a drop shot. Yeah. I mean, it's running so well, it makes me check it. It's one of those. It's running so good that it makes me check it. It's a little off center, I think. So I think I can go tighter, because when I tighten that, it'll push it to the right. I mean, there really wasn't much to turn there. It's bottomed out. Yeah. Whew, is that nice? Very cool. All right, well, let's talk about this action. I mean, it's drop shot. Can I fail it? Nah. It's just running so well. Weight of the blade. It's got nice spidey flick. Very snappy off of that little nail nick. Thumb flick as well. I mean, this is... I'd be tempted to put this in my pocket. I think I'm going to end up adjusting the pocket clip, but wow, is that nice. Very nice jimping on the spine. Hold on, let's go back to the action. This has been scalloped out, lowered. It's got a scallop on the lock face. And so very intuitive to reach in there and get it. Doesn't take a lot of pressure to do it. Everything is very smooth there. I mean, it's A-level action. It's just that nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful knife. Action-wise, wonderful. Let's talk about ergonomics. So the flipper tab does turn into a finger guard here. I can grip in there. Nice jimping on the spine of the blade. So not so confident, very confident. I mean, this thing's going to be close to very confident. Feels very locked in. The micarta is that soft, just cottony, pillowy, wonderful micarta. Very cool. Yeah, the ergonomics on this thing, legit. Can choke up if you want. Very comfortable here. Could definitely get up here if you wanted to do some detail work. That tip is incredibly sharp. It's got bonus ticks because I can get here, which I'd rather be here than here, but I can get both. Yeah, great ergonomics. Let's check the pocket clip. Pocket clip, check. Man, I gotta fix these shorts because I fumble with them every time I do this now. It's because they're unfolded. I gotta get them folded. Let's check it in the standard jean size material here. I mean, it's actually got a fair amount of tension on it. Not bad. I think it'll do the thick stuff and be wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful there, but it'll work here. I could put a little tension on it. Wouldn't hurt it. But it's got nice tension. You know what? I'm going to put just a little bit on it. Okay, I put tension on it, and then I folded the shorts up so I don't have to fumble with them. And yeah, it's a dryer clip now. It just needed some tension on it. I didn't put a lot on it, but I just put a little arc. You can kind of maybe see it in there. Just put the tiniest little amount of tension on it, but now it's wonderful. If I stuck it back here in this pocket and took a tumble or went for a run on a sprint, when I got done, this knife would be where I expected it to be. So, yeah, I think they go that way. Okay. All right, let's check the lock. Yeah, solid. Let's check it for safety. No blade contact through the scales. And the tip is nice and recessed down in there. So tip's good, clip's good. And I can handle a knife any way I want. And I'm not going to catch the sharp part. Yep. The finger choil, I mean, it's kind of something that I've been looking at lately. I mean, Yeah, it's not going to be much. You're going to, go sharpen it into this, and you're going to catch right into that grind. You can see it right where it's at. I mean, when you go to sharpen that, you're going to pick up that plunge grind, and it's going to put a smile up in there. So, not a great plunge grind on it, but here's kind of my thought on that. I get asked about it pretty regular on knives, and my thing is if I'm sharpening this knife, let's say this knife, if I'm sharpening this knife so much that I'm getting up into this steel, means I'm using it, means it's a user, it's not a collector, and so at that point, for me, I'm just saying, for me, I don't really care about this. Because if I'm dulling that edge up that much, where I'm taking that much steel off, that I'm getting beyond this plunge grind, means I'm using the knife and it's a user. The handle's probably scuffed, the pocket clip. I mean, this thing's in my pocket, and it's going to work. I mean, I'm cutting twine and hay, and who knows what I'm opening with this. I'm opening salt packages, and for softener. Who knows where I'm jamming this blade. And so I'm just saying, when it comes to stuff like this, it's like, well, when you sharpen it, it's not that you can't sharpen it. It just creates a weird smile, and but if it's doing that, I don't really care on a user. That's what I'm saying. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, not that. What about this one? Yeah, not that one at all. What a cool little auto that Boker is. I don't even know why that's on this bench at this point. What about this one? Yeah, this one, you can see it's starting to roll up here. There's not really a plunge grind there or a choil cut into that, and you can see here on this side where I came up onto that right there when I sharpened it. I mean, it's a user. I designated this one to be used and cut, and so yeah, so not a big deal. But speaking of cutting, M390 on a Finch. I mean, it's sharp, but it's a little shy of what I would expect it to be, what I want it to be. I mean, when you look at this knife, me personally, and I'm looking at this knife's got to be sharp. We can't have this knife not be sharp. It's got a flat grind on it, a wicked blade. Now, it didn't feel like it wasn't sharp. It felt like maybe it had a burr. So, let's see if that was the case. I'm going to say, yeah, that was the case. A little strop work, and it's a razor blade. Very nice. Okay. All right. Well, the Finch Runtly XL. Pretty cool. Great job, Finch. Couple of different models. I'm going to do a look-see, because there are some of these available. Let me tell you what I can find. Okay. Well, there's a couple of different versions of this knife. Notably, there's this micarta titanium version. Then there's a titanium and carbon fiber version. I think there's also one that's got like a resin glow scale version. But anyways, I've got two sources for this knife for you. They retail for $249. Now, I don't know if you can get a deal on either of the ones that I found, but I did find two sources. So you ready? So Atlantic Knife has them, and I think they have the carbon fiber and the micarta version. And then Sharp Things OKC, which is a local dealer for me here in central Oklahoma, has them as well for $249, and they have the micarta version and the carbon fiber version in stock. So you can find them. And so if you're looking at this and you go, man, I gotta have one of those, there's two sources for you: Sharp Things OKC and Atlantic Knife. Now you may find them in a few other places. I don't know. I didn't check every dealer, but those are two Finch dealers that have them. Alrighty. Well, there you go. I appreciate you watching the Finch Runtly XL. Appreciate you.